are inviting everyone out there to come and be part of this on 22nd of December at Kachika grounds. Now, away from that, into our today's news, the President of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Museveni Muhabura, has urged all Ugandans, most especially those living in Kotido, to be job creators, not job seekers, if development is to prevail. The President said these are the opening of the presidential skilling hub in the region of Karamoja. We take a look.
The President and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, His Excellency Yoweri Museveni. In a special way, I want you to welcome you to Kotido Municipality. This is one of the municipalities you blessed with the people of Karamoja, and in particular the people of Kotido.
We also want to thank God that He has heard the prayers of Ugandans, always praying for you to have long life in order to be able to serve the people of Uganda.
These days when I come here, I thank God for the work He has enabled NRM to do in Uganda, including Karamoja.
Angena kolongi ta abune no ngi Karamoja ngoneke. Etala karita kuj. Anguna teach angolo abu ikengarak akitia toma Uganda kapeka Karamoja.
In the 1996 elections, when I would be campaigning, you would get huge crowds in southern Uganda, Buganda, western, huge crowds.
Arane tiyange de campaign. Ani lodi yongo amati to ama na kuyon. Tori ama tunga lele ba tijagana na kwa tij.
Coming to attend my rallies.
E ponene tenya kera ringa ke krono anya campaign.
In Karamoja, they were supporting NRM 100%.
Ala Karamojong achekio na da Karamojong mamu tunga nani adia kanari.
But the people we have. When I would stand like this, there would be like 10 people deep.
Now,
these days, now that I have come, it is as if I am in western Uganda or Buganda or the heavily populated parts of Uganda. My eyes can go until they lose sight. And why is this? Of course, in the past, you know, you are marrying many women. But the children were dying. Dying from diseases and from war. So all this huge number of people is because of peace and because of immunization. I therefore want to thank God for enabling NRM to do something good in Uganda, including Karamoja. In all these years, we emphasize two words: wealth and jobs. And we try to waken our people up to show them where wealth and jobs come from. In order to get wealth and create jobs, you first of all need peace. And we told you this from the beginning, possible. And the only gap in the case of Karamoja which I see is water for big herds.
E dongora ngi chen bon e tengi dala kare mojong. Ai to nyotu da dangi ado dikde kapon a ko chama kenet.
Gntv at 12. The Uganda People's Defense Forces has reported major progress in Operation Shujaa, its ongoing offensive against the Allied Democratic Forces in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. During a press briefing at the Uganda Mountain Division headquarters in Fort Portal City, Major General Richard Otto, the commander of the Mountain Division and Operation Shujaa, outlined the significant achievements since the operation's launch in November 2021.
As you are aware, Operation Shujaa started in November in 2021, exactly about 3 years now. And the purpose of that operation was to ensure that we dislodged the enemy strongholds, which were on the reverse slope of Rwenzori Mountain. And these were areas of Kamyajua and Malika, where the ADF had stayed for about 20 years, from which camps they were mainly carrying out atrocities on the population, killing civilians, disrupting businesses, socio-economic activities.
The offensive has led to the restoration of peace in previous volatile regions. Liberated areas now see schools opening, markets functioning, and residents regaining their freedom of movement.
City, and they are continuing moving further southwest, heading towards maybe Isopo province. So apparently, all the 4 sectors are free. This small group which has come back, we are handling them, and it's a question of time. So there is peace now in areas which have been liberated. Schools have resumed. Markets are operating. People are moving freely, especially there is traffic. And there is peace.
Major General Otto urged the public to remain vigilant and actively support counter-terrorism efforts and avoid involvement in terrorism-related activities to help ensure these threats are completely eradicated.
So the enemy has been defeated, and I want to make it very clear that we're in charge of the 4 sectors, and generally that's what I want to tell you about what we are doing in Eastern Congo. However, there could be some few challenges, like one, if the enemy is not in 4 sectors, where are they? They have gone far. That calls for us again to follow them. As we follow them, we expand the areas. We have been in Congo for about 3 years. If the enemy enters in an area where we don't have the joint forces, sometimes they kill the population, and that's bad.
The briefing was attended by senior UPDF officials, including Colonel Deo Akiki, Deputy Director of Defense Public Information, and Colonel Godfrey Chomhenda, Division Operations Training Officer, underscoring the operation's significance.
Killing civilians who are innocent indiscriminately. And then the other one is the road conditions. Sometimes we get that difficulty when we are moving on the battle roads. And the terrain generally, Congo is full of forest and swamps and rivers. But for the infantry, it's not a big deal. We move, although sometimes we go a bit slow.
Operation Shujaa, a joint initiative between Uganda and Democratic Republic of Congo, aims to dismantle the ADF, a designated terrorism group responsible for widespread of atrocities in the region.
Major Dr. Daniel Okello, the Divisional Medical Officer, in charge Medical Services Operation Shujaa. Right now we have the field hospital of Operation Sujja. The current situation, we got 20 abductees who were rescued 2 months back from their cattle. They were in bad state by then, but currently they are very stable, walking, and really generally in good health right now. So we don't have anybody now currently who is maybe in bad shape, as you've seen previously. Yeah.
Despite logical challenges such as harsh terrain, the UPDF remains steadfast in its commitment to securing lasting peace in Eastern Republic.
Our main objectives here, number one, is to save life, and these abductees, 80% of them were brought. They were all dead, firearm injury at the field, and basically we stabilize them by doing operations. Minor, major, we do them right from here. Yeah. And also treat the sick as well. So we handle them equally as we are handling our own soldiers, our colleagues.
For Gntv at 12.
Now, away from that, Honorable Abedi Wanika has organized a sensational organization meeting on political issues slated today at Namirembe Bakuli at Malibu Gardens in Kampala to discuss on the issues of Uganda's politics. And Honorable Abedi Wanika says that the guest speaker is Honorable Matthias Mpuga Nsamba. We'll take a look.
We are in the final preparations at the venue. This morning we had a meeting with the security. We notified the police and also asked them to provide for us security because this is a public meeting, and a very big delegation of police was with us here to agree on how we are going to ensure that there is security in this place in terms of the vehicles, the occupancy of the place. We have gone through all those details, and police will be here tomorrow. They will begin by sweeping. The canine, the dogs will be here to sweep the place, so that whoever thinks that you can come in with any weapon, that will not be possible here. So we are going to deploy all those equipments to ensure that our people are secure. We are doing preparations in terms of setting the tents, chairs, PS system, but also making sure the teams that are coming from up country, they begin to move. Some of them are going to begin to move in the night. By 7 a.m., they will be ready here. Our function begins by 10 a.m. The chief guest is Honorable Matthias Mpuga Nsamba. He's the chief guest. He's the one that has the package. He's the one that is going to give direction in terms of what is possible, especially for those people that have been waiting for change and are in the middle of the struggle. So we want to welcome the people who are in struggle, the people who have been desiring for that tomorrow is a D-Day. It's what we have been waiting for. We have invited different guests, VVIPs, and every other person that we know that belongs to the team of the struggle. We have invited people from DP, from FDC, GEMA, from UPC, from NUP. From NUP, NT, all of them we expect them to come because this is something that is supposed to bring everyone on board. And after tomorrow, I know that the people of Uganda will agree on the direction to take. It is true that there are many fractures, divisions within political parties and groups, those who desire change in this country. Tomorrow, we expect that we are going to provide remedies. We are going to provide solutions. And at the end of that, we will see these groups coming together, and then we will begin to chart the right way forward.
Owekitiibwa Mpuga namutuma 4-in-1. 4-in-1 mwe muli Moses, Joshua, Daudi ne Ibrahim, abantu abali mu Bayibuli ab'amaanyi. Owekitiibwa Mpuga yasooka n'akkiriza okukulemberwa banne ng'era bulijjo. Adatiz yali abo abatudde mu Musa, nti Musa yabeera mu Isirayiri naye ng'aliwa bali mu Misiri bakola obuki. kati Katonda n'amuteekako omukisa ate ogw'okutwala abaana ba Isirayiri ng'abajja mu Misiri abatwale mu nsi ki ensuubizi. Bayita mu bikko basanga ababbi basanga buli kiki buli muntu basumbukana nnyo mu kkubo. N'olwekyo enkya Ekitiibwa Mpuuga musuubira okubanga ekigambo kyonna kyagenda okwogera mukkiririzaamu manyi muteeketeeke aludde mu byobufuzi alina experience. Ekituufu twetaaga enkyukakyuka opposition eri mu mbeera ki etubuulya ebintu byetukola ki byetutegeera ese ebintu nga bwe tubadde tubiraba kubanga bwe twagenda mu NUP kuba nabeerako wa NUP saagala gyegaana nali manyi nti Kyagulanyi kano kazze enkyukakyuka bayina okuba yatugambako notugamba nti tumuwadde omwezi tumugambye mwezi n'agamba nedda President Museveni tasobola kumalako ki mwezi ku ntebe tasobola kumalako mwaka yamuwadde muki mwezi kati nga tuli mu myaka emeka tuli myaka ena weyabayi sirabawo nkyukakyuka gye yatusuubiza ekola ki egenda mu maaso so nga ate nali mukkiririzaamu muganda muvubuka muto ayina following y'abantu nga mmanyi nti olunaku lujja kukya bw'aba waali atukunge tugende tukole ki nga bwe yatusuubiza nti Museveni tasobola kumala mwaka nga muwadde muki mwezi kati nga tuli mu myaka emeka ate kati ndaba n'ebifaananyi ne baabitimbye edda naye agenda kujja kwesimbawo mission 2021 kiteeza tetugikoze eki nga bamanyi ebifuzi tulina okusigala nga tutambula n'ekikola ki n'ekitambula tetulina kuggwamu maanyi nti Kyagulanyi bw'aba alemeddwa ate Mpuuga akola ki waali asobola tutwala mu nsi ensuubizi.
Zasimwe GNTV at 12.
Now, as we come to the end of today's bulletin, the government of Uganda has finalized plans to relocate people of the affected area of Bulambudi, saying that these people need to have peace of mind. And the Prime Minister of Uganda, Right Honorable Robina Nabanja, says that all stakeholders have already solved this problem and have the solutions. We take a look.
1 million. So far, he has supported us with support of 5 million per the date, and 28 people or dead bodies have been supported. The families have been supported with 5 million each, and also we were told, or the record we had was like 23 people were injured, and he has also supported them with 1 million each. So I want to thank the President for his use of support.
In other districts as a result of this flood and so on, and this is where my Minister of State, I think she would wish to forward it to the President as well, so that we don't discriminate those ones. Those ones also died in disasters. We give 5 million, 5 million. The injured, we don't know the number, so we are not going to consider the injured.
In other areas. No, she already gave me the list, and I sent the list to State House. I think they are also looking at how best they can support them. Then round, we are going to demarcate 2 acres. 2 acres, because we really do something tangible. I think we shall see how to gazette the roads properly. You give me my land 2 acres down. You give me my land 2 acres down. So that, because people are becoming rich on 2 acres, Nyakana style. Because if one is here, you give me another burden to move, it becomes hectic.
Your Excellency, the President. So immediate is we evacuate all those landslide affected families within the immediate vicinity and the area around the landslide area. Vacate those families straight to Bulambudi. We shall keep them in a tented accommodation for a maximum of 2 to 3 months. The reason is that during that period, all these activities which was read in that our report will be concurrently taking place. And we estimated that that land can easily accommodate over 4,000 families. Each family given 2 acres of land, so that it's no longer given 1 acre again another acre for farming, but they are given the land together, together 2 acres, so that they can have their position, put their house there, they can have their their gardens there, the animals, they can fence the place.
You are right.
So when we get this plan, we get the planners to immediately, we are given the planners 2 weeks within which to come with a complete plan for settlement, for dividing this into two acre plots with the streets, demarcated the streets and the positioning for where the school will be, where all those basic facilities are. These are simple design which will not take you long.
The plan will outline the key steps needed to successfully locate and settle affected families. It will focus on safety, community involvement and sustainability, ensuring that the displaced population receive the necessary support to rebuild their lives. The plan will also emphasize immediate relief efforts, long-term development and careful land management. Ministry of Energy, on the immediate, install power lines to supply electricity to the new test settlement, ensuring that the community has access to basic services. And also financial support and allowances on the immediate, provide 10 million Uganda shillings for families who are willing to locate and vacate high-risk areas. Relief food be provided for the first 6 months. Ensure that allowances are provided for feeding and supporting people on the ground during the relocation process. Ministry for Disaster Preparedness and Refugees, provide tentative figures for immediate support required for a displaced population, including food, shelter and medical needs. So a total of 1,568 people have been relocated to Bulambuli Emergency Camp from various areas, and registration is still ongoing, and thereafter other verification of the affected households. So this is the breakdown from the different counties. Simu, we have registered 141 households in the camp. Namusuni, 431 households. Buruganya, 29 households. Soiti, 4, a total of 605 households. The sorting and registration of the displaced individuals is currently being handled at the camp. Some individuals have moved to Bunambute, but there are still people at high risk who need to be relocated. Amount per household, each household should be provided with a settlement package of 10 million to cover initial relocation costs, logistics, and support the families establish their new homes and livelihoods. Immediate location to available land. The available land for settlement in Honorable Gidudu's areas can accommodate the immediate population affected by the landslides.
Not allowed.
I want you to be in the middle. Help Ministry of Tourism with a list, because for you don't have capacity. For them they have the wildlife police officers who are knowledgeable. We give them, they now start marking those houses danger. Otherwise they look at us as jokers.
Oblige.
Luckily enough, we already have Mount Elgon Conservation Area, which neighbors the areas. So we shall have an instrument as an annex presented to Parliament to add them to the Mount Elgon Conservation Area. So we shall follow all the processes to have the areas gazetted.
Yes, thank you. We forgot one point. Ministry of Water, you did not talk about how we are going to afforest that place. Think about how you are going to plant forests.
Gntv at 12.
Thank you, Desire, for that report. And our dear viewers of Gntv, we've come to the end of our today's bulletin. And thanks for being part of us from Monday to Friday. And many thanks to production and Gntv News Department team. I'm ALLIAN ATUBANDIIZE, Gntv at 12. Up next is a lunch hour service at King of Kings Church. Please come and attend with beloved men and women of God. And before I sign out, I still remind you of the mega Thanksgiving of Gntv at 4. We call upon everyone out there to come and be part of us on 22nd of December at District Headquarters grounds. Please come and be part of us as we see the Lord's work. In Jesus' name, have a blessed